Time series components. We have trend, seasonality, cyclicity, and irregularity. Let's start with trend. Now, it is the movement of high or low values over a general period of time. Now, there are three types of trend: uptrend, horizontal trend, and downwards trend. There is also linear trend and non-linear trend. Linear is known as secular, while non-linear is known as curvilinear. Here's the main question, that how do we remove a trend? Now, when we remove a trend, it's called detrending, and a dataset with a trend is known as non-stationary, whereas a dataset without a trend is known as stationary. And like I said, when we're removing a trend, it's known as detrending. And the simplest method is differencing. Let's move on to seasonality. It's cycles that repeat regularly over time. Let's copy paste this graph over here. Now, this whole thing is known as seasonal variation. Now, there are many types of seasonality. For example, time of the day, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. Let's move on to the next question, which is how to remove a seasonality component. And when we're removing, it's known as deseasonalizing or seasonalizing adjustments. And now that it's gone, it's known as seasonal stationary. Next up, we have cyclicity, which is upward or downward fluctuations that are not in the fixed time period. It's also known as a busyness cycle because it also has four phases, like prosperity, decline, depression, and recovery. Let's take an example right over here. Now, as you know, blue is Xmas lights and red is for ice cream. These are the sales and this is the year. This is prosperity, this is decline, this is depression, and this is recovery. Last one, we have irregularity. It's when something unexpected happens. Everything is going fine unless this thing happens. This can be anything. For example, an earthquake, flood, robbery, natural disaster, or even a factory breakdown. It's also known as error or random, and it's only for a short duration of time. We have one more topic to discuss, which is known as time series decomposition. It is when we deconstruct time series dataset into following components, which is trend, seasonality, and residual. Let's find out the definition. Trend is general movement over time. Seasonality is behavior captured in individual seasons. And residual is not everything is captured by trend or seasonality. This is mainly used for analyzing historical time series dataset. And it might be, problematic for us to do all of these in one go. That's why we have some methods. We use methods like this. The first method that we have is additive technology. It's when there is a straight line relationship between two components. We use this method, straight line relationship or linear. Next, we have multiplicative methodology. Now, if there is no linear relationship between two components, this method is used. And mixed methodology is basically a mixture of both multiplicative and additive technology. So basically, there is a linear and a non-linear relationship between components in the dataset. Thank you so much for watching.